So you've gone out on several dates. He's been very romantic, sending you flowers, taking you to wonderful restaurants, and generally sweeping you off your feet. You're starting to think that you'd like to take the relationship to the next level. But how do you know that he's not just an experienced player? How do you know he's not just putting in his time until he's had his fun, only to leave you in a dusty heap, brokenhearted once again, while he goes back to cavorting with his buddies, looking for his next conquest? How do you know? How do you know that he'll actually stick around and want a committed relationship if you allow yourself to get closer to him? Well, forget about the flashy gifts, the romantic poems, and serenading you beneath your window at midnight. While those things are oh so romantic, they're not the true telltale signs that he's in it for the long haul. Lots of guys can be over-the-top romantic when they're on the hunt, especially the players. So you have to know how to distinguish the players who just want to sleep with you from the men who want the same thing you want, a real relationship. Here are the much more subtle signs that you should be on the lookout for if you want to know if your new guy is ever going to turn into real relationship guy material. Number 1, he tries hard to make you happy. Men want to take care of a woman they care about. They're wired for that. They want to do things for us, to protect us, provide for us, and ultimately they want to make us happy. Guys are doers, and they show us they care by doing things for us. If he waxes your car or changes your oil, or at least takes it in for you, or if he goes out of his way to make sure that he always has your favorite yogurt in his fridge when you come over, those are really good signs that, yeah, he's into you. Bonus points if he brings you hot chicken noodle soup and a copy of Bridget Jones' Diary when you're on the couch feeling ill, gives you a kiss on the forehead, and then leaves you alone. Number 2, he thinks you look great at your worst. When he looks at you the same way, whether you're all dolled up for a night out on the town or it's Saturday morning and he sees you with no makeup, your hair pulled back and wearing sweats, that's a good sign. All men love it when we do ourselves up for them, but it's the guy who's in it for real that still has eyes for us when we're in our baggy sweats mode. And let's be honest, sometimes baggy sweats mode is very, very necessary. Number 3, he wants to show you off. He's not hiding his social media pages from you, and in fact, you're predominantly on it. A guy that's really into you, and only you, wants the world to know it. He's not hiding you anywhere, and he has nothing to hide. See, if he's really into you, then he's not holding out hope that something better will come along, which means there's no reason to hide the fact that the two of you are a thing. Number 4, he calls you often, and you actually have real conversations. You spend time talking about things like your personal history, what your childhood was like, where you went to school, what you like and don't like to do, etc. All those things. It shows that he's interested in more than just your beautiful curves and gorgeous eyes. He wants to know what's behind those eyes and what makes them sparkle and shine. It shows that he actually cares about you, the person, not just you, the hottie. Number 5, he introduces you to his friends and his family. He's not afraid to make you a part of his life, and in fact, he can't wait to introduce you to everyone that's close to him. He wants you to be a part of his life, and that means taking you to his favorite places and introducing you to his favorite people. Now, you might not want to hang out with his friends and his family, and that's a subject for a whole other video, but the fact that he wants you to is a sure sign that he thinks you're actually a keeper here. If you see several, or better yet, all of these signs, then you can feel confident that this man sees you as the real thing. And if he sees you as the real thing, he's so much more likely to commit to a real relationship with that beautiful woman, otherwise known as you. Now, one last thing. While all of these signs are a good indicator that you're headed towards a real relationship, it's only half the equation. It's just as important to know the signs to look for that tell you he's a player that only wants to sleep with you, which is why I put together this video right here so you know what to watch out for. So make sure to watch that video next so you don't wind up being seduced by a Casanova only to be left brokenhearted and alone once he's ready to move on to his next conquest. I'll see you there.